Hi, I'm Christel, and I'm here to do a reading, what I call the Frazzled and Frayed reading for each of the zodiac signs, because we're living in a time where things are quite overwhelming and people may be stressed, and some of you may feel that really, anxiety, stressed. You may even feel low or depressed, exhausted, all that sort of feelings. And I'm just going to do a reading to give you a way to deal with that, sort of a remedy, a potion, an antidote to deal with the stress and anxiety that comes with all these changes and all these weird energies, and also these weird things that have been happening in 2020 and are still happening because we're not at the end of the year yet. But astrologically speaking, it's going to get a little bit more calm towards the second half of this month, and then December and the end of this year. So let's hope that's true. And then for now, I'm going to just start your reading. Hello Pisces, this is your Frazzled and Frayed remedy for when you feel frazzled and frayed. Okay, so let's start with the main cards. So I'm starting with the main cards, leaving the messages until last. Okay, Pisces, you're starting good with Death and Rebirth, Two of Cups and Nine of Wands. And the Eight of Pentacles. So I always, from the other readings I've been doing, this card is like the fear, the thing you're feeling frazzled and frayed about, yeah. And this is more like the antidote. Now, the Eight of Pentacles, I think the fear is that you can't do it all, that you have a lot of things going on, and also, and I'm not talking only material stuff going on, but also maybe emotional stuff or thought stuff, and even material stuff, yeah? So whatever it is that is, there's a lot of going on, maybe a lot in your mind mentally, maybe a lot of confusion in emotions, and that's making you feel, unbalanced. And that, when you have that, when you're in that middle of overwhelm, when all the things come at you almost simultaneously and you don't see, I never know whether it's seeing the woods for the trees or the trees for the woods, I never know, but you get me, what I want to say. So when that's coming all together, you have to start sorting out stuff. And that's why that's what you see here. Let's start with this, sorting out stuff. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, it feels sometimes then that you are standing in front of a fence or standing in front of an obstacle. But the only way to get over the obstacle is to step over it. And just, doing things one by one, not trying to resolve all this stuff in one go, in one step, in one big action or one big mental invention or whatever it is. You can't. It will be a process. It will be a process of conquering all these wands, yeah? And that's why you'll need to have a sort of transformation. Death and Rebirth, I really like that in this deck. The Death card is also saying rebirth, because the Death card, often people are afraid of that, but it's nothing to be afraid of, because death means something new is coming, something new is being born within you. And especially this card is really an inner card. It's an internal process of rebirth going on. And I think that is really what is needed here. So one of the remedies of this overwhelm that is here is the Death and Rebirth, is transforming the way you look at it, the way you see things. Don't see them as, coming all at once, but okay, accept they're coming in, but I can only handle one thing at a time. Only one thing at a time. And you need to do that. You know, that process is an inner process. It's not really an external process, because you have to process it inside, and you have to come to terms with the fact that you can't do it all in one go, and you can't, even if it's an emotional thing, you can't handle the emotions all at once. You'll need to just tackle them one by one. So it's also, you know, this is the Two of Cups card, and I think this is well, I feel like it's coming you together with you, and this may sound a little bit strange, but it's you embracing this transformation. If you embrace that inner newness in you that looks at all this in another way, in a different way, and you say, okay, I'm really going to try to do this. I'm really, you know, feel that this is, because it's cups, that this is the better way to handle things and to organize things. So to come together with your inner self, you can step over the fence. You can handle the things one by one, and you will conquer the things one by one. So let's see what the messages say. This is the card of abundance. There is showing gratefulness, being generous, riches or abundance, happiness, success. I think that if you let go of the overwhelm of thinking you have to do it all at once, if you process that and you change the way you look at that, and you say, okay, I can't do it all at once, I'll try and, you know, do it step by step, this card, then it's yours. You know, your success and your happiness, your joy is lying in it, and you can get it by looking at this in a different way. And then we have here the spider spirit. Now, hope you're not afraid of spiders. I am of big ones, but okay. So spider spirit says, make your dreams real. So this inner process and this whole thing, when you got this, then here, whatever this is that is all coming at once, may also be like your goals and your dreams and your desires, but you don't know how to deal with them. You don't know how to get there. But if you do the transformation, if you start processing and come together with you internally and saying, listen, I can't do this all at once. I'm going to choose and see what I can do first and what I can go do best first. And then, like the spider weaving its web, it's not like a spider when it starts weaving its web, it's not going to weave its web in one go. It's doing it, if you've seen it, and you look at YouTube videos, it's a beautiful process. It's really creative, and it's coming together slowly, and it's going, but it's a step-by-step process. So it's not doing it the whole thing at once. And so the goals, the desires, if these are that, and you say, I don't know how to get there, I'm totally lost, then embrace the spider spirit, because the spider spirit, the step-by-step process will help you. So that's it for you, Pisces. So if you feel this, think of these cards. I hope this helps. Bye for now. Bye.